What's up, everyone? Jay here as always, and we're going to be continuing our playthrough of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, the first game in the trilogy, and we are on case 5. And if you've seen my last episode, this case has stumped me hardcore, and yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to continue doing so. Hi, baby. Glad to see you in chat, honey. So, yeah, let's pick up right where we left off last time. And hopefully we could, do a bit better. February 23rd, 11:56 a.m., District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Are trials always like this with you? Like, you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake, about to reach the surface? But no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there? Pretty much for Phoenix. It's how we go. Except today, we're swimming in quicksand. So, what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell you the truth. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the stream. Hola, partner. Hey, say, you show a red cloth to a bull and it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least. Officer Marshall. Thought I'd come take a look to see how that trial's going. It looks like I'm late. They've got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? What's going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. What's up, Queen? How you doing? I'm glad you can make it out. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. This dude drinking in court? Yeah, don't say. Now, don't that just beat all? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the award ceremony that afternoon. Edward's seen it too, I'd reckon. What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. Maybe she stuffed it in the muffler, Phoenix. Who knows? But this case has been crazy so far, so yeah. So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken. Well, that's about time. Remember, Padre, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will, and time will tell. I have a bad feeling about this. So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? Sewer. We're swimming in sewer. If it steak sauce, I could hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee. Oh, God damn it. He's from California. Why does he talk like a Texan? February 23rd, 12:32 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. Oh, we're going right back in. This is new to this. This case has been really crazy so far. I'd like to resume. What's up, Yoshi? How you doing, man? Yo, that was a really good stream, bro. I had a lot of fun hanging out tonight. What's up? The judge keeps looking over at prosecution. Oh, he looked pissed. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? No problem, man. It was really fun hanging out. Your face is blue, lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That proud brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over, your back is... It can't be... This can't happen. I have no clue, man. I'm not entirely sure. You would be like the first raid, and it says so far I think I have like 5 years. I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. Hey, Edgeworth has not been having the best time. The past few cases, especially the one he was put up a murder on, haven't been his best. Well then, I believe it's time we continued on with this trial. Woohoo! Oh, thanks for the raid, man. That's awesome. This is unacceptable. Oh, Days Gone seem to have uploaded. It seems our prosecution is quite beside himself. What's up, everyone? Glad you guys could make it over. Excuse me? Knock, knock? Who's there? Who the hell is this dude? And what the hell is this music I'm hearing? What's with this guy? Yes, didn't like my emotes. Oh, wow. I'm sorry, man. A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Yo, this guy looks like super regal. It also looks like he could crush a skull. He's sweating in court. I'm gonna have to take a look at Nightbot, whatever the hell it is. I just actually put it on last night. Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. Why is he raising the temperature? How is that even human? Who on earth is he? Kind of what I want to know, really. I've never seen this man before. Ah, it's you. Say something! Pretty please? Sorry, I'm late. Udgy? Udgy? The roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see, Udgy. How you been? Swim much these days? Well then. Hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy smizzy, Udgy. My boy, you have to make time to relax. Yes, indeed. Udgy seems to be his nickname for the judge. I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Jesus. I'm sorry, Nightbot. Nightbox is picking on you, Queen. I'll reboot him later. Sorry, but who are you? So you're Righto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Thanks. So sorry about our little Worthy giving you all that trouble, huh? You know we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly! Little Worthy? Mr. Wright. You don't know the district chief of police? Chief of police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Name's Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. How screwed up is it? What's up, Dakun? How are you doing, hun? What would be messed up if this dude, who's acting really nice, turns out to be the murderer? And happens to be the chief of police, too. I can see it going like that. So, to what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's Worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. It's a scarf, people. Why are we calling it a muffler? I don't know if it's him either. I'm just throwing it out there because these people, this game has been way out there its damn self. Oh, when the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. I really want it to stop being called a muffler. I really, really do. But to think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. I'm traumatized by all these cases. You know how it is, boo-boo. You've been here with me the whole ride. Little Worthy's car, no less. That is true. The murder did take place in his car with his knife. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What the hell is that? What's this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. I'm not entirely sure she was. Maybe she has, like, multiple scarves shoved in her purse or something. I don't know. But it does seem like she has a lot. I don't know why. Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth? How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now, wait a minute, Worthy. I've no desire to hear your I'll tell you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Okay. Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature is Miles Edgeworth. That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had... You're head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean this mess that you made. Oh, they're really putting it to poor Edgeworth. Like, I feel so bad for him. He has not had the best of times. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. Sorry, I don't really do voices either. Or many of them. The cowboy I do, but still. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, the court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes. Just to be sure. I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. Wait, Your Honor, well, I don't see why. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push the switch. If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gravel anymore. Really? Is this what we're going over? Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point at people anymore. Well, you don't need to point! Wasn't she? Come on, just hurry up and open it. Oh, okay, I guess it's doing it on its own. And there's the bloody shoe. You push this, Phoenix. Don't scare me like that. I'm the one who's scared. Look at the knife blade. The tip is broken off. And this dark red stain, blood? Oh, we found something new that's going to screw up the whole case. Switchblade knife found at the crime scene, wrapped in the defendant's muffler. Small tag attached. Switchblade knife added to the court record. Thank you. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us? About the split between the prosecutors and the police and this knife. Sure thing. Not a problem. Not even a little one, really. Department of Disorder. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. This was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. See? What a mess. The time of the crime, 5:15. A scary coincidence, huh? It's not officially linked, so this here case, so I can't talk much about it. But why? There was a murder at the police department. A detective? That's hush-hush information, Udgy. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Objection! What's up, Black Fist? How you doing? Wait a second. You said 5:15? That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. So, now we have two murders. What the hell are they doing? Where are they pushing us? Because Phoenix has his plate loaded. Enough! Anyway, we at the department, we're all flustered, as you might well assume. I'm doing pretty good, man. Just got done watching a really cool stream, and now I'm here, dealing with this headache. Which, I mean, it's a good headache, so I like it. Yeah. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? You just told the world, man. I think we understand the police department situation. Well, Mr. Wright? Two detectives killed at the same time in two different places. The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well, however, you keep your questions focused on the case at hand. How am I supposed to do that? Like, you just gave us this new information with this new murder weapon. Department of Disorder. This knife is special, but I can't say how. We'll just press on everything and see where that gets us. Then we'll start presenting evidence, which might kick me in the ass, because last time we got to this stage, I ended up failing, so... Excuse me, special? Not to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, Righto, but I can't say that now. Not that. We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? It's quite a mystery. And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler. It was in a muffler and a scarf. Let's stop calling scarves mufflers, please. It's weird. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. I wonder if it was Goodman's knife. This knife was found on the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Righto. Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine the knife while we can, Righto. Don't you stop calling me Righto. Evidence that links this knife to Detective Goodman. I wonder if it's the paper. I wonder if it coincides with that. Look at this pieces are falling into place. I should try presenting the piece of evidence that's had me stumped all this time. So, how are things down at the department? We're gonna... First off, I'm gonna save, because nobody wants to see me rush through the game again. I do apologize for last time. That was my bad. But, I want to, check this. (6-7S). Or is it 7092? But that goes with this too. 6-7S. That's for this. It has to be this is the thing that has to connect it to. Wait a second. At last, an honest-to-goodness objection. This knife. This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? An honest-to-goodness, what do you mean from Audrey this time? This is great. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92. This is important. Why? Over here, we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. What's this? 6-7S, 12-2. Could be 221. Your Honor. Your Honor, it's upside down. Upside. The printed name on the memo makes it look like this, that it's the right side up. But turn it around and what do you get? 1221 SL-9. Ah. Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. SL-9. That's the same thing that's written on the knife's tag. Order! Order! Well, Chief. Ah, well. Oh, I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto. I win? What game is this guy playing? This knife was evidence in the case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. Oh. I guess we're going on with it. I didn't get to see him do another testimony or whatever. So this knife was stolen. Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say. Was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice, nice, nice. Good show, little worthy. It was a murder weapon, as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. What? Why was it there, though? Something happened at the police department, too, huh? You got a good look in your eye there, Wright-o. My boy, sharp hungry. So something did happen. Why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask? No matter. I understand you were busy. What with Lana's case and all. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? Kind of what I want to know. Detective was killed at the police department. See? What a mess. But why? Why did the two murders take place? What plot do we need to, like, unravel for all of this? On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department. That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Udgy? I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator, do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Wright-o. I suppose I could help if you help me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay. Here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. Where the victim was found. Ooh, which one do you guys think I should go ahead and pick? Because, yeah. Where the victim was found, how the victim... We know how the victim was killed. When the victim died. Where the victim was... I want to ask where the victim was found, but... When the victim died... Does anybody think that would be another good one? Or... What should I do? I'm asking y'all for help. Give it another couple seconds. This one. So, tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. The evidence room? Wait a second. I have heard of that. The evidence room. Didn't he mention that his testimony just now? The knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. There's the connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. What leverage? What leverage are you talking about, Phoenix? What's up, Arcade Tavern? Now, which one of you from the Arcade Tavern are you? Oh, wow. Now, we could get Gant to testify about the details. What's up, cocktails? Oh, it's so cool to actually have you here. Wow. That is awesome. But, I'm pretty sure you haven't gotten here yet. Thank you. Now we could get Gant to testify about the details. I love my hat, too. It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. I mean, where you're at in the game right now, you have a couple cases before you get to this one. Because this is the 5th case of the first game. So, yeah, there's probably going to be spoilers, but I'm pretty sure you're going to be as confused as I am, and I've played it all. Chief, the defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. Thank you. There's 5 cases in it. Yeah, I will tell you this. It's not really a spoiler, but when you think the game is over, that's when they throw this on you. So, yeah. It doesn't spoil anything from any of the other cases, though. You don't say. Well, out with it, Righto. What's your connection? Yeah, it's been a hell of a case. This is actually the first case where I actually had to redo some of the stuff because I was completely stumped. Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright. The connection is a simple place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in a lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention, the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag. And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in the very same evidence room. Apologies, can't stay long. Dinner's almost ready. We'll keep a tab. Thank you! Thank you so much, hon. You're gonna be streaming this later tonight, so I'm probably gonna stop in as well, so I'll see you then, I guess. Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. Please speak. You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. Thanks for the lurk, Arcade. Or cocktails, I should say. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet, no. Can we get the information unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What? Really? Who would have guessed? I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the police department, okay? Okay. If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh, well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. The victim's division, the victim's ID number, or the victim's gender. Which one should I ask here, guys? Do we want to know if it was a male or female? Or the victim's division, or even the ID number? I mean, if we had the ID number, we could probably deduce at who it was. Maybe. Not even totally sure. But it would be a big help if we did find out who he was or she. He or she. Yeah. Yeah. This case has been horrible, I have to say, but it's been really fun at the same time. But I'm gonna go with victim's gender? Okay, how about the victim's gender? You want to know that? Okay. A hint. Let's see. First hint. The gender that's not female. Okay. Aha! He was a guy. Oh, God. Dinner just came in. Oh, what did I tell you? The boy's sharp. Well, stop goofing around, Mr. Wright. This is serious business. So sorry, Your Honor. Hey, tell that to the chief of police. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15. One at the prosecutor's office and one at the police department. Can't be a coincidence. And that knife, what was it doing there? You better check this knife out. The knife was... Oh, god damn it. Alright, we're gonna go back to the last part and, I guess press again to see what other information, because I guess he didn't really need to know the gender. So it's one of the other ones. What's up, zombie pirate? Okay, we did this one. The victim's division. Okay, well, what division was the victim stationed in? Oh, you want to know that, do you? Do you? Aha! Criminal Affairs, Division 1. The detectives responsible for homicide cases. Homicide? That would be the same division as Detective Gumshoe. Detective Goodman, who was killed in the underground parking lot, was homicide too. It's almost like a serial killer was after homicide detectives. Except this serial killing happened simultaneously, scientifically speaking. That is exactly how it happened. No science needed. Well, I sure hope Detective Gumshoe isn't next on the list. I hope he isn't, because I like Gumshoe. He saved our lives from the mafia lady. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15. One at the God damn it. Okay. I guess we don't... I guess it was the other one. Victim's ID number. Okay. How about you tell me the victim's ID number? Sure. Why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all. Oh, my pleasure, baby. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is 5842189. Good, dinner's ready. I gotta run. Have a great rest of your stream. Later, cocktails. Thanks for stopping by. Well, that's quite long. And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 8, 2... I can't do it. You didn't even get the first number right. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? The ID number of the victim at the police department, 5842189. It has to tell him something if we're moving along with the case. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think. Meaning... Oh, God. It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean? What are you thinking, Phoenix? Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you? 58. Aha! It's his ID number. Like, we picked up his ID. He was murdered in the garage. So, does that mean he was moved from the police station to the garage? And just put in Edgeworth's car? Like, who does that? Witness. What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. I hope not. Defeat. Ugh. No, it's just I got confused. And this is news? Just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do. Damn right. The police department, the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. I don't... Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh-ho, is it yours? No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney, remember? This judge is dumb. This judge, I feel sorry for this judge because he's not a smart man. This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto. Personal IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. This means what exactly? Wait! That's the ID number we heard from the chief earlier. It started with 82. I've forgotten. You didn't even get the first number right again. The number the chief of police gave us was 5842189.
Objection!
What? Wait a second. Right. What does this mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical, in other words. The detective killed in the police department evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does your witness think about that? Oh, sharp as a tack, Righto. Sharp as a tack. But, wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet a detective, Bruce Goodman, was also killed at the police department. In the evidence room at the exact same... How could it be the same damn person? That's impossible. So what you're saying is... the same person was killed at the same time. And in a completely different location. And I have to figure this out, people. Can you? No. What I want to know is... why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine. But I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. Now, just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Yeah, done. Yeah, hon, thank you. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me? Again with this? The oversight. The grave error. Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours. What? How? How dare... We informed you yesterday. Oh! It was the cop that he threw out. That was trying to give him the letter. When we were at his office. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news. I'm sorry if I popped the mic clapping like that. Always been told I could be an asshole at times. Officer Meekins. Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got a report, sir. You don't mean him? According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me... He said that report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report. Ugh. Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. It did seem challenged. A recon... Man... She just said he was touched. That's horrible. In any case, this is a serious error. A gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy. But sir... You could have submitted the report this morning to the court as evidence. Then Edgy's just screw. Edgy needs to give up. Like, he needs a new line of work or something. No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy. What? Now, what was the second rule of evidence law? Well, Mr. Wright? Huh? Oh, well, it's, Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant? Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list. So, what does this mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. Shut up, motorcycle! Rude as. The connection was just proven by Wright over here. Good job, Wright, my boy. I was just doing my job. No. No! Well then. What the hell does this all mean, though? It seems we have come to an end of this trial. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. What, with all those rumors? You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth, please, just give me one more day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened, if it's the last thing I do. You better get results this time. Really. You have my profound apologies, sir. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of all this court. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this... Well, for this is... For your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Well then. Very well. Court is adjourned. And we're moving on probably to an investigation phase, I think. But what the hell are we investigating? But yeah, this is pretty much how this whole game has been, and it's just gotten a hell of a lot harder as time went by. And now we get to do an investigation. Woohoo! February 23rd, 2:15 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Mr. Wright, so... I'm always there with the lurks. Much appreciated, zombie. Really. Thank you. Thanks everybody for showing up, honestly. Mr. Wright, so... What's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused. Let's see. Oh, what is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room. How? What's and the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. I think some people even think I'm a bot or something. Well, hopefully nobody thinks you're a bot, man. I'm just gonna stick with a zombie, pirate, or ninja. Or all three. I mean, who knows? Well, that's what we're going to find out. Or try to, at least. Alright, let's do it. Glad she's in good spirits. But I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Huh? Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us. How the hell? February 23rd, prosecutor's office, underground parking lot. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. That oil drum, was it empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Well, she did hide evidence. My sister erasing evidence at the scene of a crime, never. Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. It's not at all. It's just, we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. Big word for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that grin for? This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid. Luminol. Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. We're testing blood stains with this stuff, not drinking it. Here, look. I'll lend you these glasses. You had an extra pair of those things? To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Press the X button to spray on. Okay, and we're spraying things now, people! This never happened in any of the other cases. Why no? Okay, let's find us blood stains. Here? Oh! We're spraying everything. There we go. And examine! I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So, is this a blood stain? It's so, Emma, you're shaking. It's just, this is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation in action. Oh, okay, well, we definitely know that this is a blood stain. I mean, that is what we were looking for at the beginning, so why are you so shocked? But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course. what's odd about this scientifically? The bloodstain's location, the amount of blood. I mean, for how he was stabbed, you would think there'd be more blood, especially if it was on the bottom of his shoe. But, oh, hello. Some people might think you're here and you might not be, but they will never know. Well, I mean, he is a ninja after all, baby. The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood? I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have to have been more blood than this. Mr. Wright? I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we found the blood stain, okay? At the trunk of the car. See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too. I saved up my allowance to buy that. Luminol tested fluid received from one very proud-looking MSK. We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. Then let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Yeah. It feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? Guess I should give this spray on everything suspicious. Huh? Oh, God. I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice telebox. Miss Starr? You only trust your own eyes, Not bad, you two. This day-old deli box is on the house. Sorry, it's just that kind of lead. It doesn't really get my mouth watering. Oh, Lord. Today's trial. Let's see what she has to say, because she was no help whatsoever. You currently put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Starr, but... No. It's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from the security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. You shouldn't have lied, woman! Sorry. You lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. Yeah. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the evidence from was different, I still saw what I saw. The chief prosecutor's skies stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. I don't know, did she stab the boy after he was dead? Like, what the hell? I swear, and on my honor as a detective, she stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? What the hell photograph did you just get? That's the parking lot one. That's where the blood was. And this, like, what the hell? There's no knockdown barrel behind her. A frame of a frame of a frame. That's pretty much what this sounds like. I don't understand how the guy could be murdered twice in two different spots 30 minutes from each other. And at the same time. So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Starr? Yes. It was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, They coughed it up. Coughed it up. They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I drag the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long, they called me the Cough-Up Queen. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. And you were let go or fired? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. She's the good cop and bad cop all in what she really is. It's all because of that case, the SL9 incident. SL9. Wait, she doesn't mean. Where's that knife? You present it. Sorry, I have to go here. You look at this. What do you think about this? The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note, Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case, the murder weapon. It was due for transferal that very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Not yet. It's just like Miles Edgeworth's case, his father's case. Because we didn't clear it up and it was what, like 18 years or something like that? What's up, Blackfist? Welcome back. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? I hope she can. I guess not. Present that. What do you think about this? The SL9 incident is written on a knife and on a note. Goodwin was the head detective on the case, you know. Okay, yeah, she's just saying the stuff that she said earlier. I think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident. But I had one of those up until 2 years ago. Back when you were the Cough-Up Queen, right? Oh, we found this ID card here in the parking lot. Well, there's no mistaking that. It's definitely Goodman's. But it's the same ID as the man who was killed at the police department. That's impossible. Dude, that's what we think. God, it's her from the last case I saw. Dude. She's a lot of things. Like Libby said, she's bad cop, good cop, lunch lady, streetwalker. She's a jack of all trades. I wish I could be so sure. Okay, like, nothing but pimp. Yeah, she is a pimp. Oh, Goodman's autopsy. I mean, do we spray her? Because I'm pretty sure something will show up. Probably not blood, but some kind of DNA. I'm a sprayer. Said he wanted some hot tea. Yeah. There's something we have to show her that it's gonna make her talk to us, I think. We already showed her the knife, we showed her the ticket. We showed her this. His autopsy, maybe? Could you take a look at this? Yes, you said, wow. Maybe we gotta go somewhere else? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe the picture. If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes. So, you went straight to the scene of the crime. I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime. Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Starr. You lying to the is the problem. Listen, little girl, I've had my testimony disregarded before. And I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time. Woman! Thank you! Hopefully this will open something up for us now. That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I've ever had. I'ma guess it was due to Von. Oh, Von Karma? Maybe. Von Karma hates everybody. Oh, God. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So they didn't solve it. On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not one shred. What? But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence of a sort. Made-up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen. Others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those. Myself and one other person you know well. Wait, could it be? Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oh, I mean, Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshalls. Wow. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. Maybe they're the ones who were doing it. The ex-detectives want to get back at the prosecutors. And no, one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait, those lunches you sell? There's only one reason I come to sell lunches to this accursed office. I came here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate. Miss Star's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway? Too many to damn keep count of. Every time she talks about her boyfriends as a new one, or 2, or 3, or 10. Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, Rookie, what? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Up to 16 right now. 16? How are you keeping count? Yes. Then you should take this. A Salisbury steak lunch? I know a certain guy who might help you if tempt him with this treat. Received from Miss Marshall. Excellent for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood. Okay. Miss Starr? Officer Marshall, is he your, are you his... Are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. And he got along so well with my sister, and it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. A strike for each time he see a hoe. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see, thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. Okay, so we could slide over, but there's nothing else we could do here. So I'm gonna try to move out. Let's see if we can talk to her sister. Looks like Miss Sky isn't questioning. I hope the detectives aren't yelling at her. How did you kill him in two places at the same time? Can you imagine? How's she supposed to answer that? Wait a second. Didn't Mr. Gant say they'd arrested a suspect in the police department murder? Let's come back later. Oh, we're gonna have to come back later. Let's go to criminal affairs. See if we can talk to Marshall. Not that I want to, but I kind of have to at this point. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here. Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective down at the police department. Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot. It makes my head hurt. You're not the only one whose head hurts. Well, first things first. Let's go check out the police department crime scene. We did that! Wait, no, we didn't. No, this is the new crime scene. Okay. Yes, you sound dead set on investigating. But don't mess up, or we could wind up dead. I hope not. I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either. Police department entrance. February 23rd, police department entrance. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast, they're blurring. I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed here after all. So the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet, we got to the front desk. Here it is. She's like a kid at an amusement park. Oh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. Damn it. Okay. Just making sure. Evidence room entrance. Guard station. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. Oh, I know who's there. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. So beyond that door is the evidence room, the scene of the crime. It sure seems that way. Oh! What's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly. So imposing, it's hard to think straight. If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where is the guard? I have a feeling I know who he is already. A little bit. I guess we examine? And what's with the, so many drinks? Yeah, the dude's always drinking. When he's investigating, when he's out, yeah, just that, he has a flask with him everywhere. I don't even know how he has a job if he's so many drinks everywhere. It's sure prickly. They must be the real deal. I would think just one big one would be sufficient. These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually. How so? Encased in a cold, rugged shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her. I'm not so sure I see the resemblance. It's more of an attitude thing than a physical similarity. Okay, let's check out the ponchos. There's a security guard office, a uniform hanging. That's not what normal security guards wear. It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... What was it called again? A punchy? A punchy? A punchy? It was a poochie. Wait a minute. That wasn't it. It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. Phoenix is an asshole. Okay. It looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out there. Yeah, why didn't you check the computer to see who killed the dude there, at least, and then killed him again somewhere else? What is this? Look on the floor. A lasso. Looks like it's set up to trap something. A trap? Here? Wait, I know. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here, but the lasso missed. You sure have an active imagination. Okay. The evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. Yes, but where is he? We already know who he is. But he's nowhere to be found. And the swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon. But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you want in through there, the cactus would fall over. Ouch! I'd say it'd be more of a... whatever, myself. Okay, but... where the hell is this boy? Let me just double check to see if we did cover everything. And... that we did. But yet no detective. Okay. I guess we're moving? February 23rd. This place is charged with frantic energy as always. Please! Wasn't it? Oh, let's take lunch, please. Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe? Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now's no time for despair. We've caught our criminal, now we just need evidence. The criminal? You mean... You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? A little bit. We heard it from the chief of the police. But he's a weird ass too. On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department. And the perpetrator, do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal. All I know is I need me a steak lunch. Pronto. Standing around here talking is gonna fill my belly. Well, damn. Wait, don't leave. If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later. Well then. He ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. I want to go back over to the guard station. If he ran towards there... Oh. Well, we're gonna go to the detention center. There. Now we move to detention. There we go. February 23rd, detention center visitor room. Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Best to not go far down that road right now. Things will get confused. They already are confused in Phoenix. They already are, man. It hurts. When? What was that? Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator. I'd say I was... the perpetrated again, sir. That's what I'd say. Oh, God. They're gonna make me deal with him. They're gonna make me deal with him. Why? Oh, greetings, sir. Wait, I know who you are. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief. Sir, I've got your report, sir. No, Officer Meekins, so you're a guard here at the detention center? No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman. Like a little lost lamb, sir. Again with the sirs. The sir this, sir that. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report. No, sir. How should I say this? Wait, he isn't... Is he... You, Officer Meekins, you didn't, did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir. God damn it. What? This is an unexpected turn of events. Sir, I'm a patrolman with General Affairs, sir. Sir! Ow. I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So, normally there's a guard at the evidence room. That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. The security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall. And, sir, I happened to glance at the security monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person. Ow! What the heck is this guy doing? I kind of want to know the damn thing, because why? Why do I have to deal with the broken anime character? So what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here in the detention center. How long were you out? Days? Might I ask what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand. Fucking hell. Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. Okay, about your hand. Did that happen during the course of the crime? You see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? But, sir, but there was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell you the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. And the next thing you knew, you were, huh? And when I opened up my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? Then, when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock. Oh, the sorrow, sir. You imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared? That's some story. This case just gets worse by the minute, truthfully. It really does. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator connected. You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. Defiant toes. Quitters never win. Winners never quit. Oh, well, okay then. Awesome. If you have to label me, sir, perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention and alive, and, well, at that. Yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger, or a total stranger, I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. So you didn't know him? Defiance host, thanks for showing up to the stream. Much appreciated. Sorry, I forgot to say it before. Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light or other creature comfort. I don't know any detectives. So, if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir, none. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. It's true. Poor Phoenix. What do I do here? Do I show him evidence? Like, let's just, do you think you could take a look at this? That's it, sir. That's it. That's what? My head was a blank until this very moment. But, sir, now I remember, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correct. That card was the cause of it all. This ID card. Exactly, sir. That's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir. Nothing. Better pry and test a little deeper. Crime details. There we go. This voice hurts my throat so much. Can you tell me what it is you do? Remember? Oh my god, someone take that away. Someone really needs to bash him in the head with it. Well, sir, you might say I lost a little patrolman. I lost a little lamb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. He pointed a knife at me. What? Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leapt at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him. Do unto others before they do unto you. My father's own words, sir. What happened then? Well, my eyes, sir. Everything went white. When I woke up, I was here. Right. Okay then. So, Officer Meekins, why was it that you were arrested? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman. And the victim who he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the crime was really the victim. Well, the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines. But you still ended up here. He told me that I had to be him, sir, on that day, at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly. No, but the videotape is quite clear. Huh? Videotape? From the security evidence camera. The crime I swore to stamp out. It's there, it's me, it's on tape. Oh God. And you waited until now to tell us this? I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No, thanks. I have my own. Oh, guess we better go check out the scene of the crime. Oh, thank God, I hate this boy. Mr. Wright. Look who's standing at the chief of detectives desk. It's Police Chief Gant. And you're sure this is all, You know what it means if there is anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats. Under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away, deal? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. The chief of detectives looks a little flustered. Righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Oh, Chief Grant reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? Okay. Edgeworth. Is Edgeworth going to be okay? Oh, Edgy? Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an incrustation. Yep, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boys since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? Welcome to any of you beautiful lurkers out there, and anybody who just may have showed up. Welcome to the stream. Feel free to chat. We like people who talk. And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right? Righto? Oh God, Von Karma. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it. So he was caught for forging evidence. Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why? They do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? Oh, Worthy's got more in his shoulders than I thought. Jesus. It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on their turf, too. I mean, they're being the prosecutors, I assume. Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? Oh, no, Righto. I can't give away all our secrets just like that. Your secrets are stupid. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it. I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them. But, you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives' trap shut. He was the one who you were picking on earlier. Huh? You saw that? Whoops. I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do. Well, let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Oh, what? What do we have to present? What are we presenting? You want some food? I was wondering, could you look at this? No, we don't want no food. God, I can't sit still. Does he mean gumshoe? Either him or the blue dancing badger. Could try to present that. Nope. Yeah, no. Frickin' hell. I was wondering if we could take a look at this. Yeah, we're just gonna try everything, honestly. This is stupid. Maybe we'll come back and go talk to the guy over at the thing. Hopefully he's here. He's not. So we're probably going to have to talk to him first. God damn it. Slide on over. Nothing. I'm just checking around to make sure there's... Ow. February 23rd, High Prosecutor's Office. Well, this place is as classy today as it ever was. And I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here. I'm sure he's off doing important investigations. I hope that's what he's doing. I guess we'll have to come back. Yep, I ain't saving my ass, so I'm gonna have to go talk to that guy. But I don't need to examine anything here. So, maybe this. I was wondering. Yeah. Blue Badger? I don't like the Blue Badger either. I'm so sorry. I don't know what the hell to do, people. Sorry. Yeah, a guy can't sit still. Oh, let's try to shoe. That has to be something. We did find new blood. Oh. Oh, wow, we looked at it, yay. Not that either. We tried that. I was wondering, could you take a look? Yeah, no, that didn't work this time either. That ain't working either. This is stupid. How are we supposed to discreetly ask him if nothing's gonna prompt it? We've tried every piece of evidence, and I still got nothing. Nothing there. Oh, I don't want to go back here. You dumb fuck. Okay. You're not gonna tell me anything. It's the same shit Emma would say. Well, where should we begin? Oh, well, isn't it obvious? We should begin with that, you know, that thing. The mystery of the victim, I guess. Now, how could one man, Detective Goodman, be killed in two places simultaneously? Oh well, you see, we should get going to the police department. The evidence room was it. I'm not being very useful here, am I? No, but at least you're giving me something new to read. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I know you're going through a tough time with all those rumors. You were even in the defendant's chair last December. Huh. There was that business with him not reading the officer's report. About the killing at the police department, right? Oh, the chief of police was right about that. But I can't help but think someone at the police department doesn't like Edgeworth. Not a lot of people like Edgeworth. And that thing wasn't part of the evidence either. I'm just gonna go here. There has to be something. Is there anything new around? Or maybe something I missed? Because I do think I tried everything. Oh, of course it's not going to open. I don't know. I am stumped here, people. I do apologize, though. Is anything else? No. Stop it. No. Wow. I am so sorry that I am stumped. Again, this happened to me last time as well. Maybe there's something we haven't seen, or... I am at a freaking total loss. I am so sorry. I'm gonna keep apologizing. What are those spots? Okay. A small tag on a knife. It says SL92. What's it supposed to mean? I'm not sure, but it reminds me of a similar code. DL6, maybe. It's a case number. It's weird, but I don't remember where. But I think I've seen something like this before. Something similar to what's written on this tag. It wasn't that long ago either. Yeah, we know what it was. It was this thing. Come on, guy. Yeah, well, maybe we could examine around. Who knows? So this is the police mascot, the blue badger, the future star of the police force. The design's a little changed from the one outside. Oh well, the dancing blue badger is still under development, you see. You have it trademarked? Absolutely. It's cutting-edge stuff, very. Now. I showed this doll here to my daughter and she burst into tears. Well, I mean, it's scary as fuck. Don't show her the moving mock-up outside when you'll give her nightmares. Oh, sorry, you had to see that. What exactly did the chief of police want you to do? Well, see over there? That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. Okay, I had to examine, maybe. Hi, Mama. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. Well, except for this. What, you kept something? Sure, why not? He's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21st, 2/21, just like on the tag. Better make a note of that. A handwritten document dated 2/21 can only be submitted to the Chief of Police. I should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. Yeah, but let's take a look at it. 2/21, Bruce Goodman, 5/94. Was he trying to say that his ID was missing? Because doesn't it look like he's writing the ID number? 58. Oh, maybe not. The 5 is there though. Oh! Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come when Wright asked me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. Oh, music stopping. He's gonna get scary. Oh, Wright-o. Actually, sorry, I didn't need to investigate after all. Wright-o, please, do I look like a selfish man? You look like you lift weights. Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50, I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out. Yeah, he knows something. He's too suspicious. He's either covering for something or he did something. It just goes to show you never know until you ask. And for you, here, you can borrow this. Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it? It's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, sir. It's an honor. You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks. Okay, then. It looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir. Because, sir, we get to go into the evidence room now. Sir, don't you fucking start with the sir. He's like the Riddler. He is like the Riddler. I'll give you that. Very, very similar. I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Alright. Let's see if we could get to the guard station. And examine. The evidence room is beyond that door. And we have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. It won't open. The card reader is turned off, see? What is the security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Oh, well, what's made my Bambina's sky so gray? Officer Marshall. Why does it have to be him? What's that? Why does it have to be him? Look for it. As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon. We're here to investigate the crime scene. That guard you got there on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts. Yeehaw? Well, what are you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scene's awaiting. Babe, looks like the card reader's on again. while we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres. You're busy then? Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with her hombres. Let's feed the boy, then maybe he'll like us. That smell, it reminds me of Texas. So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? No, I just saw a special on television that one day. Is this from my baby? Yeah, Miss Star. What's this? What's wrong? A filet steak lunch? I see. I wonder what it means. Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. Alright, Bambina, you win. Ask Munch about anything. Yeah. Finally, it seems like he's willing to talk. Let's get it over with. Guard station. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of the security for the evidence room, right? You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. Oh, that poor little doggy. Poor guy. I kept getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, that might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know? So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of one of my steeds, Zippy. No, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. Well, there's no need for people here anyhow. Those newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on this place, and my dog is barking. You mean the security camera? I don't take to machines much. Kinda like that stewed broccoli, they sneak in next to your steak, you know? Okay. Miss Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago. It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of a crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole on a prairie fire. You're still investigating the SO9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you? That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let her go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case is it anyway? We've heard the names so many times that no one tells us what actually happened. There's some things y'all better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago? The day of our case? That's right. The evidence transfers. Edward was talking about the transferals too. I must have found out about that. Sorry, but could you explain what the whole transferal thing is about? We keep only evidence from solved cases in this here room. Well, kept under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So, we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February. I see. February is really important to this case because now the dates come up multiple times. Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated. And that happened to the SL9 2 days ago. Let's get done with this, and then hopefully I don't have to talk to him anymore. I know what maybe 2 of them machines in here do. Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen. Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours. And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes? I reckon they might be. You're the security guard and you reckon? Well, welcome to anyone who just may have showed up to the stream. Feel free to talk to us in chat. Oh, one more thing. When you go to the evidence room, you need an ID card. This is the card reader by the door. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. 5:14 p.m. That's when a minute before the murder took place. I've seen that somewhere before. I'm sorry, Bambina. I can't show you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. But Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. It seems the number before. Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing. Yeah, we present more evidence. Boom. See this? This is the victim's ID card. Ah, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot. The number on this is 5842189. Officer Marshall, show us the ID card record again. 5842189. Look, it's the 4th number. That's a perfect match. Oh, excuse me. It was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world. So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. But wait, what did Officer Meekins say? Sir, I've entered the evidence room and asked the man display his ID card. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. He suddenly pointed a knife at me. Oh. If he had his ID card then, why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, compadre. You win. I guess I could give you this ID card record. ID card record added to the court records. Woohoo! More evidence we're going to misuse. I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. I bet you could, I guess. Let's go check out that evidence room first. February 23rd, evidence room, Sector 3. It's quiet. The investigation must be over here. So this is the evidence room. It really is kind of like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Kinda looks like a damn morgue. Eek! Whoa. Oh god, what happened? Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I wouldn't recommend going around smack a ghost on the head, pal. So, is it true what I heard? Righto, please do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50, I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's desire. Knock yourself out. Yeah, it's true. So, Chief of Police Grant? Will loan anyone $50? Even me? Oh, God. Oh, so that's what you were talking about. Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today? Boss for a day. But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you'll want to have this. Scene of the stabbing and the detective at the PD. Actually, let me... It shows us nothing! Okay. Actually... God damn it. I always do that. You have to go to present first, damn it! Could you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of the police who came... Oh, the people who came in here on the... I can't speak worth a damn today. Jesus. This is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. I've heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came in. Whoa. What? What is it? The second number. It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth. What? The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. What? IDs of all who entered the evidence room on 2/21. Hold on. 440. Okay. That coincides with what he was saying, though, because if he was there at 440, then he could have, and he made it over at the other place, which is 30 minutes away, at 5:12 or something like that. I think it says on his thing. So, but why was he there? And that last one has to be Meekins. Why would Edgeworth have to come to the evidence room? Boss for a day. So, Detective Gumshoe, you're boss for the day? That's right. It's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department. But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation. Again. I'll admit, though, I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal. You have a locker in here, too, Detective Gumshoe? Of course. I'm a detective, after all. They gave me a locker that only I could open, pal. Only you can open? Huh. I want to find out about that. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed so that only one detective can open it, using their ID cards. Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my third card since entering the force already. That sounds like a lot. Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand. Yeah, you can. Oh, you mean your fingerprint? Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with fingerprint. So, the only locker we can open is our own. Funny, they look like normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see? The handles? On the other side of the handles is a sensor. And if the wrong person touches it, zap! You get a shock. If that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. Only the assigned detective's prints can unlock it. Indicator lamp lights up when it's open. Okay, let's find out about it. Edgeworth! God damn it! I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee right now? They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. I see. I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away with that case. That case? Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Why? What are we talking about ending Mr. Edgeworth? I don't want Edgeworth to end. Maybe we could get him to tell us more about the case. Maybe, but we're probably gonna have to present something. But what? What are we going to have to present? But we're gonna figure that out later, and we're gonna save here because we're over the 2-hour mark, and that's kind of all I wanted to stream tonight. So yeah, this case has been super confusing still, and I don't even know how much further we got to go. I know we still gotta finish the investigation here, and then we have a whole other trial date, which we'll get to next time we play this. But as for now, I'm going to take a damn break and do something else. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and all that nifty stuff. But yeah, anyway, I want to say thank you again for stopping by, and I'll see you guys in the next one.